What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in the Khaliis Take. You know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell just so you can get the newest and the bonus content first. But hey, let's just go ahead and jump right in.
Here are two of the biggest questions surrounding the Clippers, and I was looking at ESPN where they spoke on this and a couple other topics as well they spoke on, but one of the biggest questions for the Clippers is, to me, can Kawhi Leonard regain his form of dominance? And the reason why I ask that is because we haven't seen Kawhi Leonard play in so long in meaningful basketball, and we've seen him a lot of workouts. And, we've seen him so far in preseason where he's played, 16, 17 minutes, pretty much limited minutes. Well, basically, preseason minutes, I would say. But the thing is, will we see Kawhi round out to the player that he was before he dropped off? And to me, I think he can do that. I think he's definitely more than capable of doing it. I think he's still a great player. I still think he's a top 2, top 3 player in the league. I personally think he's the best player in the league, but I still think he has a lot to offer. And I think he can regain his form back to where he was, because it's not hard to be that great of a player when it's already in you. And I've said before, Kawhi Leonard to me is the best player in the league when healthy, because he controls both sides of the floor, and no other player does it better to me than Kawhi Leonard. I mean, you have other guys who play defense really well in the NBA, other guys who might be a little bit more sound on defense than Kawhi Leonard now, because Kawhi Leonard can put up 30 plus points a game with the defense that he has and give you an efficient 30 plus points a game while shooting. So Kawhi is one of a kind type players in the NBA, and I think we all need to start really noticing that. So to me, him getting back to his dominant ways is not going to be easy. It's going to be a task. It's going to be, it's going to be a challenge, of course, but it's a challenge that I think Kawhi Leonard can actually handle, because I think Kawhi is one of those type players where, what he does on the court, a lot of people overlook because it's so expected of him to do it. It's so expected of him to, play both sides of the court to the high level that he does, because he does it so often. It's like a natural thing that he does, but people don't realize how difficult that is. So, I mean, me personally, with his mindset and his Jordan-esque, Kobe-esque type mentality that he plays with, I think he'll be just fine. I feel like he's driven by success, and I feel like he's driven by winning. Those two things really go hand in hand with each other and correlate, and they really fit Kawhi Leonard's DNA and how he really carries himself. He looks at himself as a winner, he plays as one, and he is a winner. He's won everywhere he's been. He's been a focal point everywhere he's been, and he's been, very relied upon based upon winning championships everywhere he's been. And so far, every situation he's been in, he's won a championship. The Clippers is the only one. But I mean, he still has a chance to rectify that this season. So we have to see, what happens in regards, to that. Now, as far as the other problem that I, see or possibly could foresee for the Clippers is Ty Lue. Ty Lue has a good problem with this team, because this team is so deep. How is he going to manage everybody's minutes and get everybody, playing time to keep everybody happy on the deepest team in the NBA right now? To me, that's a big question for the Clippers, because, I feel like everybody's willing to take a back seat. Everybody's saying the right things. Oh, I'll be the second best player, or I'll take a role, or I'll be a role player. I'll do whatever it takes. And a lot of people say things like that, in the beginning, until they're not playing, getting the playing time that they want. Then all that changes kind of sort of in the season. And I'm not saying that's going to happen to the Clippers, but I'm just saying I've seen things like that happen before, with a team where a team is all in, everybody's saying the right things, but when they're frustrated and a couple losses come back to back, then the frustrations really come out. You hear it sometime in the media, and it gets leaked out from the locker room. So, I mean, I really hope that, Ty Lue finds a way to get everybody their minutes find a way to get everybody comfortable, acclimated, and help this team really develop this chemistry that they need in order to win a championship, because they're not going to win championship just off their talent. They're going to win a championship off the chemistry that they build amongst one another to push each other to take it to the next level. And to me, for that to happen, everybody needs to stay healthy, but everybody needs to understand their role and be accepting of their role and really truly accept their role of whatever is given to them, because Ty Lue is only one basketball. Ty Lue can't give everybody the basketball. Everybody can't score 30 points. So, I mean, everybody has to understand who the main guys are, where the ball needs to go, when in the waning moments of games, and who, takes the last shot, which everybody knows Kawhi Leonard should be that guy, but everybody should know their role, and everybody needs to learn how to play it to perfection for this possible well-oiled machine to work. And I feel like the Clippers are going to work on that. They're going to push for that, but at the same time, they have to really understand that and embrace that. You see what I'm saying? So in order for them to do that, everybody's going to have to understand each other's role, play it very well, but also, play your job for the next man. And what I mean by that is play your role as best as you can. So the man following behind you coming off the bench will have the encouragement to go out there and follow up on how you play, because he see you go out there and play hard on both ends of the floor. He'll go out there and do the same thing, the man following up behind you. And that's what the Clippers want. That's what the Clippers need, from their players. Everybody, the next man up mentality, which means just because it doesn't mean somebody has to be injured. If the starter is out there playing heavy minutes and he's playing real good and playing his heart out, the guy coming behind him needs to go out there and play the minutes he plays and play his heart out for the minutes that he gets. And that's the mentality that they have to have. Everybody has to be on one accord if they want to win. And if they want to win, then that's the mentality they need to have. They need to stay healthy and listen to Ty Lue and understand Ty Lue is only putting them in the best position that they can be in to win, because he's been a winner himself as a player and a coach. So he knows what it's like on both sides, of the field. So, everybody just needs to listen to him and understand the process of what is being asked of you. Because sometimes a lot of people are all in a process until they have to do their part and execute their role at a high level. And if they're not able to do it, that's when problems happen in the locker room sometime. But hopefully with this group, they're pretty tight knit. Everybody has, been through a lot on this team, who has been on this team before, and even guys like who hasn't been on this team. John Wall's been through a lot on his own. So everybody just needs to collectively come together, and I think they will, because they understand everybody's situation. The Clippers are a snake-bitten organization to most people. The Clippers are trying to rid of that. John Wall's trying to better his career once again to show everybody he can still play. So he has to stay healthy enough to do it, and he's trying to win a championship with the Clippers. Kawhi's trying to win another championship with another team, his third straight team, and that would be an accomplishment for him. PG be getting his first championship along with a lot of other guys on the team. So, this is a really big season for the Clippers. So we'll see what they do with it. If they fumble the bag, or will they be able to take it the distance and make it to the finals and or possibly win a championship. But hey, that's my take on everything. Leave any comments in the comment section. Check out my other videos if you haven't. And hey, Khaliis out.